Hi you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I decided that I'm gonna do these kind of like intros just because it's like fun, you know, when you get to see my face. We're a little bit more interactive. This is my outfit that I'm wearing for the day. I don't know, it wasn't really matching. I just threw some shit together. Also, look at this. Look! If any of you guys want to come over and help me organize, let me know because like I have no patience doing this. Also, I wanted to share with you guys this really cute, also my socks there, you know what I mean? I wanted to show you guys this really adorable purse. So I'm not really someone who likes bigger purses because I'm a short person, but I really like this one because I think it's big but not overly big. It's vegan leather and Octavia recently sent this over, so I wanted to share it with you guys in case you were looking for a nice purse for like the winter time. I think this is nice and it comes with like a bigger strap as well. I wore it today and the past few days and like I'm feeling the vibe, you know what I mean? Like it's really cool. So I will leave the link down below if you guys want to check this out. But let's go ahead and get started with my makeup that I'm going to be using for this week. Emma's not here. Emma was my sister-in-law's dog, so I went and gave her back. But we're still going to have fun even though Emma's not here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go. Okay, so I know this looks kind of like claustrophobic and like, oh my god. It's not going to stay like this. I just put this like this now because I'm showing you guys what I'm using for the week. But firstly, I have my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brushes here. So these are the ones that I cleaned. And then I have my dirty selection right over here, which I have to clean as well. So those are the brushes that I'm going to be using, and I've been using them for the past few weeks. They're pretty good. I really like them. I have my Q-tips chilling right over here. These are great if my mascara smudges and I just need to wipe it off quickly. I'll just use one of these guys, so that's wonderful. I have my Clean Sweep makeup brush pad, which is great. I purchased this from TJ Maxx, actually. So affordable, amazing. I've been using it nonstop with my Jaclyn Hill brushes. It's been bomb. Buy 'em. For makeup removing wipes, I'm going to be using the Labotia? I don't know how to pronounce it. These are the bamboo cleansing tissues. I recently purchased this from Ulta. You'll see this in my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul. Just because it was on sale. I think it was $5 from like 10 or 12 bucks, and it's a brand that I never heard of. I love testing out new makeup removing wipes, so I figured it would be a great time to pick this up, you know. I use a few of them. They have a great scent to them. They remove makeup pretty nicely, but I still don't have my final thoughts on it yet, but so far I do like it because it doesn't irritate my face and it removes makeup nicely. So I'm going to be using that. As for nail polish, I'm wearing the Kale polish in Medusa. This is part of Kathleen's fall 2018 collection. It's not my favorite color of life because it's so different than something that I'm just not used to, but I mean, it's fun, it's okay. I usually switch my nail polishes weekly, so I mean, it's not the biggest deal of life, but that's how it looks, and it was opaque with 2 coats. As for setting sprays and facial mists, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Cherry Setting Spray. This is amazing. It does not give me any headaches. It doesn't irritate my face. It's exactly the same as your regular All Nighter setting spray, but this one has a cherry scent. And I love that it comes in this small travel like size because I think it's more than enough. It's good to go, you know, and it's pretty affordable for how amazing it is and how effective it is on the skin. So I really love this. So I'm going to be using that for the rest of the week, as well as the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water. This is amazing. It's so refreshing on the skin. I like to use this, you know, before I put my makeup on, sometimes even after my foundation, after I put like highlighter, blush, and bronzer to set everything in beautifully. It just kind of refreshes and does not irritate my skin. It's alcohol free, so that's great. And the spray is really good. Love this. I actually need a little bit now because I'm sweating out of heat. What? All right, let's move on to the first drawer. I also have the Sephora Favorites lip set here, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. So I try to switch things up for this week because I feel like a lot of times I use the same products every time, and the point of these videos is to kind of switch it up and use different things in my collection. So I did that. It's hard sometimes because you get used to something and you love it, but I'm like, yo, you gotta switch it up. So for lip products, like I told you guys, I have my Sephora favorite set right there, but I also pulled out this. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry lipstick in the shade Cherry. Look at the packaging. It's so freaking cute. This is a really beautiful burgundy color. A lot of you guys loved how I looked in this in the video, and honestly, so did I. It's such a beautiful shade, and it's like perfect for fall. So I pulled that out because I do want to play around with it for the week. I'm obsessed. I have my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This is the best glue that I found for lashes. So if you guys were looking for one, this is amazing. They sell it at Rite Aid and Ulta. I have my tweezers, which I use to put on my lashes with. For eyeliners, I pulled out the Inglot and JLo Gel Liner. This is great if I want to do a winged liner or if I want to just line my upper lash line. I just pulled that out, as well as the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. This is $2.49 at Ulta. I speak about it so much. So amazing. It's just I don't know what to say. It's just too good to be true, especially for the damn price. It's like, what? So I pulled out the Wonder Unlashed Mascara. I got this in my BoxyCharm, I think 2 months back. And then I pulled out the YSL The Shock Mascara. I love how this smells. It has like a very clean, like non-mascara scent. It's really cool. So I pulled this out. It's actually one of my favorites. For brows, I left this in here from last week. Brows is something that I'm very picky about. So I usually try to stick to the products that I know I love. So I left this in here. This is the Foolproof Brow Powder by Benefit. Here's how it looks. It's a little bit too dark for me, but I like it because the brow pencil that I'm using is a little bit too light. So I just like to deepen things up with this. Really like the formula of that. And then I have the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in the shade Medium Brown. Amazing to use on its own or if I want that defined brow effect. I also pulled out the ABH Clear Brow Gel. You guys can see the wording is like coming off already. I use this pretty much every time I do my brows, no matter what. And then I have the CoverGirl Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Honey Brown. I find that most of the shades actually work for me, and if they're a bit too light, like I said, I just mix in a little bit of this, but I love the formula of these CoverGirl Brow Pencils. They're amazing, affordable, and they're sold at Ulta. Alright, moving on to the next drawer. So for primer, I pulled out the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Pore Minimizing Primer. I used to use this so much about 4 or 5 months back, kind of forgot about it, so recently found it again and I love it. It doesn't have such a silicone base feel to it, but it does fill in my pores nicely and it creates a really nice smooth canvas to work on. So love that. I also pulled out the Kevyn Aucoin the Neo Elixir Weightless Beauty Oil. So I really like to use an oil with my stick foundation and it really just hydrates my skin if I feel like my skin is drier than dry, which it's been like lately, especially since we're getting into the colder months now. So you guys can see I did use a nice amount. I don't like the packaging of this because I feel like oil kind of seeps through. I don't know how, but it does. So I have to kind of like leave it like this just for reference in case you guys have this or want to get it, just have that in mind. But it's such a beautiful oil. It doesn't even feel oily on the face, but it kind of hydrates and it's like, what? And it gives you all the benefits you would ever really want in an oil. But again, doesn't make your face feel oily. So I love that. Great to use honestly on its own or in conjunction with a foundation. For foundations, so I also pulled out this. This is the primer that I like to use for my smile lines. Yeah, I think this is growing on me. I think I really like it. So it's the Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrated. It's basically supposed to help your foundation not settle into your fine lines that one may have by their mouth. So I do. I have a lot of that. So I have that. It was expensive, so I want to get my use out of it, of course. For concealers, I pulled out the YSL All Hours Concealer. I've been using the First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer and the CoverGirl Concealers for the past, I would say, solid month to 2 months. And I haven't been touching anything else. So I'm like, okay, it's time to switch it up. So I pulled this out. It's really nice. Mine is in the shade 2. For foundations, one second. For foundations, I pulled out these two guys. This is one that I always have in here, but because I love it. And especially in conjunction with this and a beauty blender, it blends out like, ugh, so good. But you guys can see like what I purchased this a month ago and it's like dying down. There's very little in here to begin with, as you guys can see as well. But I like it. I still think it's worth it for me and I love the way it looks on my skin, so I pulled that out. And then I pulled out the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Mine is in the shade 1W1. I think it's the lightest. I don't think this is my shade, firstly. But besides for that, I did use it a lot last year and I don't even remember what I think about it. It's been in my collection for quite some time. I haven't touched it. So I just pulls it out because I'm like, wait, do I like this? Do I not? If I like it, I'll keep it. If not, then I don't know why it's just sitting in my drawers, you know? So this week will determine if I'm going to be keeping this guy or not. So that's why I pulled that out. Moving on to this side, I have my lash curler. I've been actually really enjoying this. I'm one who sometimes curls my lashes because I do have curlier hair, so I don't necessarily need it. I just find that when I use this, it just makes my lashes look so much nicer. Like, it's not so necessary, but when I use it, it's like, girl, yes. So I pulled this out. It's the Kevyn Aucoin lash curler. Really nice. I like it better than the Tarte one, which I have. And then of course I have my Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder. I always use this time and time again. Love that. And then I pulled out my Tony Moly Cat's Wink compact. This is basically just a powder that I like to set my face with. I hit pan on this recently, which kind of made me so excited. I am trying to finish it up, so that's why it's in here. That's pretty much everything that's in this drawer. Moving on to the next drawer, I didn't pull out too much stuff for this section because I mainly have this and this is going to be like my main focus for the week. This is the Naked Cherry Highlight and Blush Palette. Love, like look love. Spot on with the packaging. I really enjoy the colors that are included in here. We have 2 highlighters and a blush. This blush is everything and more. And then this like goldish type of highlighter, champagne highlighter, is so pretty on the skin. I still haven't had a chance to use that like whitish one because it has a little bit of like a purpley, I don't know if it's a shift or like glitters in there, but I still didn't use it, but I'm excited to. But this is so pretty. My only complaint I should say about this is that I wish there would be like dividers between all the like powders in here, because I feel like my brush kind of gets into everything else, especially the blush brush. So that would be something that I would want them to add obviously in here, but I mean they're not gonna. But yeah, that's something that I would have loved because it would have made things so much easier, but it's okay, it's fine, it's still workable. So I'm very... I'm very, very excited for this. I gotta be careful. Then I pulled out, so I didn't pull out any other blush. That's the only blush I'm gonna use for the week, which is exciting. You know, I usually never limit myself to one. I usually pick 2. Then I pulled out a bronzer and a contouring powder. So I pulled out the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is also an exciting product because I actually hit pan on this as well. And I haven't used it in quite some time, but I'm like, hello. So I pulled it out again. I really like to use this, honestly, anytime. It's a really nice finely milled powder that I feel like you can build up, but it never looks heavy on the skin. So I love that. And then I pulled out the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder. This one definitely is a bit warmer in tone. And then the Physicians Formula is not cool, but it's not too warm either. I feel like it's just in between, but I felt like these two would pair really well together if I want to add a little bit more warmness to my look. I really like this. It's very nice and soft, and it applies so beautifully on the skin. It's so underrated. I'm telling you, I should do a video of like all the underrated products because you guys need to know about this. And the compact is huge. It kind of reminds me of like the Marc Jacobs like bronzing compacts, you know? So good. Mine's broke. That's the only thing I will say that sucks about this. The packaging kind of is like shitty, but the product inside is bomb. Then I pulled out the Dior Show Highlighter Palette. Honestly, if I had to get rid of all my highlighters and just keep one, this is a huge thing to say, I would probably keep this. It's just so amazing. I don't know, like I used it for a month, put it away for about 2 weeks, and then pulled it out again recently, and I was like, oh my god, it's just so good. I know it didn't come out for the holidays, and I don't even believe it's limited edition, which is great because I could see myself hitting pan on these honestly very soon. I usually mix my brushes between these 2 shades. I don't really touch these much, but I'm telling you, it's even worth it just for these 2. It looks absolutely insane on the skin. It does not emphasize anything, and the heavier you go, like the better it looks, you know what I mean? I love it. I love it. Okay, and then finally moving on to the last drawer. Here are the 2 palettes that I'm going to be using for the week. I'm so excited for these. So I did a first impressions on both of these palettes. I will throw that above in the cards or in the description box if you guys want to check that out. But firstly, I pulled out the Naked Cherry palette by Urban Decay. This is so beautiful if you want that burgundy type of look. So here's how the palette looks like once you open it up. It's super beautiful. I really enjoyed playing around with this in my video. I used it I think 2 or 3 more times after that, and yo, I got so many compliments. It's just such easy shades to work with, and it looks so pretty on the eyes. And I will say that the quality of this is a bit different than their other Naked palettes. I find that this one is actually a bit softer, so I'm feeling this 100%, and I'm very happy that I picked it up. So happy, so happy. I'm just so happy. Okay, and then the next palette that I pulled out for this week is the Sultry palette. I don't know if you guys were able to tell in my video, my first impression video of this, but like look, it's like sparkly galore. It's so beautiful. This one also, I just love the shades blended out so beautifully. I did a look using this palette with, one second, with this shade right over here, Cyborg. Slate is amazing, Noir, so nice, Bloom, oh my god. If you're a cool tone lover, you need this, but also if you want to just experiment with different kind of colors that we typically don't see, then this is a really fun palette to work with too. I definitely want to do more looks using this palette, maybe kind of focusing on this little section here. I'm not sure yet, but maybe when I do my get ready with me talking about like my job, I'll use this. Or maybe if you guys want me to do another look with this, let me know which palette you want to see. Okay, and then finally, let's move on to the Sephora favorites, Give Me More lip set. So here's how this box looks. It retails for 68 bucks. Usually they retail for about 75, so it's great that they, you know, marked it down a little bit. I will say that I really do like this set. Looking at it like this, it looks like there's a bunch of reds in here, but if you watched my lip swatch video, you'll see that they all look pretty different on the lips, and they look very flattering as well. This one especially, so pretty. This is also really nice. I really like it. You get 5 full-size lip products in here and 9 deluxe sizes. You just pull the sleeve off, and then you get this gorgeous box, which I'm probably gonna give to my mother. She'll like upcycle it. And then you have the selection of lip products chilling in there. It's so beautifully set up. Very pleased with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I'm gonna be using for the week. Yeah, those are my shoes chilling over there that I wear 24/7. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up right now. One second. Yeah, clean this up right now. Let me know if there are any exciting products you guys are gonna be using for this week, and I will see you lovebirds in my next video.